What is good, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Now, it's been a few days, actually, since I've uploaded. Actually, it's been about, like, 1 day without uploads. Maybe? 2? I don't know. I haven't uploaded for a few days. That's all I know. Because I've just been doing things. I've been busy with my driver's license exam, which didn't go really that well. And I've just been busy with stuff, but I returned. I'm going to be streaming later tonight. I'll be doing a live stream as well today, so you can catch me on the stream. We'll be just, talking, having a good time. Just a chill stream, just want to relax a little bit, just a general stream, But for today's video, though, we're going to be talking about 2 different subjects, okay? We have a rumor, which I think I can debunk pretty easily. And then we also have another thing, which is actually a brand new feature that was discovered by viewers from Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield's latest trailer during the Nintendo Direct now in September. So this is gonna be quite interesting. Also, on top of that, I think we might know when our next actual trailer might be dropping. So we have a bunch of stuff on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. We have honestly a lot of things here to go through, and it's gonna be quite interesting. So I'm quite intrigued to see here. Now, first of all, I want to give a big thank you to everybody who's been sending me stuff. Like, honestly, like, you guys have been just fantastic. Just honestly fantastic. And I don't even know what to say, like, beyond just thank you. Like, thank you so much. Because it's just been a fantastic amount of information. So, one of the first people, of course, I'm going to say thank you to is Tom Dermott, who actually sent me this, saving feature thing, which you're going to check out right here. So, here, actually, if you look at the image, and you might not see because of my face here, but let's just move down my face cam. Right here above me, see how it says now saving? Now, this is in the latest trailer, and I actually posted about this on my website, pokesource.net. I actually made a post about this. The autosave feature might have been discovered in Sword and Shield. And if you guys actually watch the trailer here, and if we just skip to 45 seconds, we can see it right up in the corner here. You can actually see it right there in the corner of the screen. Now, it's kind of hard to see it due to the things here, but it actually, it's the same thing. It says now saving, so let's move my face cam down again. So what does this mean? Well, that means that there might be an auto saving feature, or this could actually be something else. This might not be an auto saving feature. This could just be that you're saving while you're running. So what I mean is that maybe the game, like, it's 2 options, right? Auto saving is the most likely one, which means that the game will automatically self-save itself when you enter places, when you do things, like, it would automatically save, and that's kind of like one of the aspects to it. Now, the other aspect of what this could be is that this is like a save feature where if you press save on, like, your, let's say your Joy-Cons here, like, let's say you got your Switch, right? And on your Switch, you press, like, let's say, I don't know, the minus button, right? Maybe you press the minus button, and when you press it, it, like, automatically saves your game instead of having you go into your menu, which would be a quick save instead of a auto save. So this could either be 2 different options, right? Quick save or auto save. And I think the most likely thing is that this could be a quick save. Now, why do I say this? Because auto save doesn't make any sense for Pokemon. Now, you might be like, wait, that makes no sense. Why would you say that? I don't agree with you on that. Well, that's fair enough, but think about it like this. If autosave was a thing, then stuff like shiny hunting and stuff would be really difficult. Now, of course, maybe there's an option to turn off autosave. Of course, that could always be a possibility if it is what we're dealing with here, that we're going to be getting ourselves autosave. But let's assume that this, let's just go with the assumption here that, this, if it is autosave, that's, if there is an option to remove it, then, like, if you still have it there, as an autosave feature in the game that you can turn on, that's a more fair enough way to look at it. I think that's a pretty reasonable kind of, like a way of, like, seeing it, right? Like, okay, cool, it's like an autosave feature that can be turned off, and, if you want it on, you can have it on. But I think this is more likely to be quick save. And why do I think quick save? Because quick save makes more sense. The bigger problem with Pokemon games that a lot of people have is, like, the slow pacing sometimes, and, saving, for example, takes ages sometimes. I remember back in the day, it took such a long time to save your game. Like, just that process itself was always so boring. You, like, get to wait, and, like, the little thing, like, the little wheel goes round and round and round. It was just boring, okay? It was just a boring waiting. Like, it was just a waste of time, right? There was nothing fun about saving your game. But if they add a feature, just, a quick save, which is 1 click away, that's gonna make a lot of people's lives a lot better. So I don't know, like, I don't really know, guys, but if you want to read more about it, I post a little bit about it here. You can actually watch the trailer again here if you want to. Make sure to check out pokesource.net. It's my website. Feel free to register. We're going to be trying to get it up and running soon. If you guys actually want to help me out with the website, if you want to become a poster and actually post news and information, feel free to email me at rufflerowlet@gmail.com if you want to help me out with this sort of stuff, because I'd really appreciate some help. But, yeah, it's one of the first things we went through here. So, this is one of the things, right? So, there is more, though. I'm going to be honest and say, ooh, there's another thing. And the other thing we actually have is the brand new like official Galar strategy guide that's coming out. And what's so interesting about the strategy guide is that here's what we have, guys. Apparently it confirms that there is going to be like 400 or something Pokemon in the Pokédex or something. I mean, like, I'm not sure if it actually confirms it's going to be 400 Pokemon, but it's the actual book has got maybe like 448 pages, and we're going to take a look at it right here. So here it is, guys. So here's what we're talking about. So, Pokemon Sword and Shield, the official Galar Strategy Guide Collector's Edition is down to 28.98 on Amazon, 28% off, 384 pages, and here is the actual thing, and, you know, you see the book, and, yeah, it's pretty clean, honestly. The design is pretty clean for the strategy book, I will say. I really wish this was the covers for the actual games. I think this would be way cooler for the covers of the actual games. Like, this, like, matte black kind of colored design is, like, really, really cool. But that's not the point we're talking about here. Now, Pokemon Sword and Shield, the official Galar region Pokédex is down to 1991 on Amazon, 20% off, and has got 448 pages. Which would imply then, if what we're getting here, if we, you know, understand this correctly, like, you know, I mean, about this thing, it would imply that, like, 448 pages, if that's like one page, let's say, you know, hypothetically, right, if one page is for each Pokemon, right, for each and every single Pokemon, if one page is like, you know, or like a single page, like one page like this, if it's got one Pokemon on one side, one Pokemon on the other side, right, and there's 448 pages, that could be a pretty hefty amount of Pokemon, but that's, you know, assuming that's the case, right? You know what I mean? And I'm really curious, like, but down here, like, 448 pages, couldn't you roughly estimate the amount of Pokemon in the Galar Dex off this? I doubt it's one Pokemon per page, though. That seems kind of crazy. Not really. Some pages would be for Pokemon, while others will not. Yeah, it's true. So, yeah, it's like, it could be something, but, I don't know. Like, I do wonder how many Pokemon there are per page, because 448 pages, that's a lot of pages, right? That's a pretty chunky bit of pages, to be honest. And this is the Pokédex. So I do wonder, like, would maybe, like, a family of Pokemon be on a single page? Like, let's say, you know, like, Charizard and its pre-evolutions, like, you know, Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, would all of those be on a single page or spread out through, like, you know, individual pages? Because if they're individual pages, then I could kind of see how, you know, 448 pages might be not that, like, crazy of a number. But I'm really curious, because this is all the Pokemon that will be in the actual Galar region, so I'm a little bit iffy on it. But I'll just guess we'll just have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens, how it turns out, and all that sort of stuff, you know. Not really much we can say about it beyond that. I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. So, yeah, that was one of the other things. So that was one of the other things that I was gonna mention, you know, about this whole thing. But now the final thing, actually, is that I think we might know potentially when the next trailer might be coming. Now, this is all just speculation, so, you know, just take this with a little bit of, like, you know, how do I put this in a proper manner? Like, just take it with a little bit of a grain of salt, right? Just take it with a little bit of grain of salt, because there's a high chance that, you know, it may not go the way we want it to, and we might not get what we're expecting, but just take it with a grain of salt, and who knows, we might get lucky. But for now, there is a potential we might get our next trailer, I think, actually in 2 weeks, on the 18th of September, which is not next week, but the week after next week, in September now. And why do I think this? Well, because due to one of our viewers, Swiss XOL, so by the way, shout out to Swiss. So Swiss actually noticed something. She noticed that, like, if you look at, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield in particular, like, in the latest trailer, there's these kind of, like, league cards, right? These league cards, they have different numbers. And there were some numbers that were, like, suggesting the actual, like, release date of Pokemon Sword and Shield. And there was a few of them, there was 2 of them that suggested, like, when the direct was going to happen itself. And then there was one that, like, we didn't really understand what it was, but it was 189. And that one could potentially be talking about 18/9, which would be September the 18th, which would make the perfect sense, because that's a Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, and Wednesdays are usually the days where things tend to pop up. That's usually the day where we tend to see Pokemon news kind of crop up and things happen. So, high potential that could mean something. I'm not really sure. I'd love to know what your guys' thoughts are on that and what you guys think about it, if it's real or fake, or, you know, whatever it may be. So, yeah, that's one of the things. So, 18th of this, you know, upcoming, you know, the 18th, like 2 weeks from now, basically, is when we could expect potentially something else to drop. So, I mean, I don't know the likeliness 100%, but it is a Wednesday, and there seems to be somewhat of a hint from it, from this latest Sword and Shield trailer, so there is a chance something could happen. So do keep that in mind, though. There's a high potential that could be something, and something could actually happen there, but as per usual, do take everything with a grain of salt. There's never a guarantee that anything will, you know, be happening or be confirmed or something will come our way, but we can always hope, you know, we can always hope, we can always assume that something might come our way, but I don't know, man. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of the video. There is a smaller rumor that we'll be covering in probably a video tomorrow. But if I don't cover it tomorrow, then I'll cover it at a later point. But I do have a brand new series, guys. I have a brand new Let's Play series that's coming your way tomorrow. It was going to start today, but unfortunately, there were some delays with the actual, like, repacking of the ROM and whatnot. But you can expect to see a Let's Play started tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be good. I don't know, but hopefully you guys will like it. Either way, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all in the stream, guys. I'll be live in about maybe 2 hours. 3 hours basically I'll be live. So 3 hours from now, I'll be live on YouTube. You guys can catch me there. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Have such a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.